guys, come on in. Hey guys, welcome to our lobby. This is what you see when you first walk into our building. And as you can see, this is the most current. We've updated our walls. We've got some current furniture in here, but it's very, very small and it's not advantageous for growth. So what we're going to do is we're going to come this way. We're going to take out this wall and this wall, and we're going to bust those out, and we're going to take our lobby all the way out into here. As you enter in our lobby, you go right into our worship center. This wall here, this is our kitchen through here. We're going to have coffee and some various different stations for our guests, as well as a welcome center for our guests to come in. What we want to do is we want to create a different atmosphere, a different space between our worship center here and our sanctuary and our lobby. And when we go to 2 services, because we've had so much growth, this will be a key to getting people trafficking in and out.
That was me 13 years ago. I'd been pastoring this church for about 6 weeks at the time, and I was standing in the sanctuary and I was talking about going to 2 services. I'd forgotten that I said that until Pastor Jeremy sent me this video to remind me. It was amazing to look back and think about all the times that God has been with us over the last 13 years. God has been faithful, because at the time we had 28 people, and already I had the vision of going to 2 services. Since then, we've gone to 2 services, even 3 services, and we've seen many, many building projects. In fact, that video that I showed you, it was just a video of me hoping and dreaming that we could make some changes around this church. And so that was our first of many building projects. In fact, God has been faithful to allow us to make great improvements to our building, not only changing our sanctuary, knocking down walls and creating a lobby, selling our pews, purchasing chairs, also adding an addition to our kids' wing, changing our parking lot, purchasing a house next door. All of these things we've been able to do because of the faithfulness of God and the faithfulness of the people of this church. I've been pastoring here for 13 years. I'm 41 years old, but I want to think about beyond me. Now, I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. My plan is to retire here, but I want to think about beyond me. I want to build a community of believers who are impacting the kingdom of God here in Lynchburg 20 years, 30 years, even 50 years from now. I have this vision of our kids, my kids and grandchildren, continuing to worship God together in this place. It's time for us to make some moves again. It's time for us to build again. It's time for us to tear down some walls again. See, we've quickly run out of space. Our kids' rooms are overflowing in our kids' wing. We've had to move our offices into the kitchen. We don't have enough space to meet the needs of our communities with our outreach projects. We don't have enough space to put things together to do what we need to do to function as a church. So I want us to maximize every square footage of our current footprint, and that includes the house next door. We have a lot of space that could be better utilized so that we can function better as a church and make a bigger impact on our community. And that's why we've started this legacy project. Today I want to bring you behind the curtain. This is an area that we normally hide from you. In this kitchen, you can see we have trash cans. These are our trash cans that we're getting ready to take to Miriam's house, but we keep them in the kitchen. There's a lot more actually behind that counter. Over there's 2 offices and two desks and chairs, as well as our copy machine, because we had to move our offices back there. This is also where we make coffee. We're just trying to utilize this space because it's a big kitchen and we could do much better than this. So here in the kitchen, we are going to remove the walls, expand our sanctuary, create a more compact and a better use of space kitchen, so that we can use it for future events. We're also going to create a small office in the back so that we can have an office on location in the sanctuary nearby so that we can have quick meetings as well as do what we need to do to function on a Sunday morning. So I'm standing here in the lobby. Our plan is to take out this wall and expand our lobby that way, creating more space for opportunities to connect with more people on Sunday morning. Don't worry, we're not going to get rid of our coffee bar. We have a plan for that. We will still be serving coffee on Sunday morning. I'm here in the sanctuary, and part of this project we are going to be trying to figure out ways that we can be more energy efficient with our sanctuary. That includes some thermostats. We're going to be replacing our fluorescent lights with LED lights to help us save money in the long run. That way, when you give in the future, it doesn't go to utilities, but we can use that for more ministry. So I'm standing here, this is our old office. We still have our server here on the wall, but all of our kids' rooms are going to be needing an update, especially this one. It's not been updated since we moved all of our office furniture out of here, but we want this room to be a place where kids can learn about the love of God, and this is how you can help. So I'm standing outside the house that was purchased about 11 years ago. The house is paid for. This is a blessing from God. Now we have this house and we want to use it for offices. We've had renters in here for the last few years, but they've moved out. So today we're going to be expanding our footprint by utilizing the house that God has already blessed us with. We're going to be fixing up the outside, remodeling the inside to make it useful for offices and a conference room. I'm so excited about this project. So I'm sitting here in the house next door, the future site of our offices. Our goal is to have a conference room so we can have meetings. Our goal is to also create office space as well as so we can do business and different things that we need to do to function as a church. There's a lot of work that needs to be done, all the carpet. There's not a whole lot that's going to be salvageable in this house. It's going to be a complete gut job, but we are excited about the potential of what could be here. So I'm in the basement of the house, and this is the future site of some much needed storage that can free up some space next door at the church. But also what I'm most excited about is giving us space so that we can have a distribution center for our outreach. Different projects like our Miriam's House trash cans and the things that we're going to be doing in the future with different projects in our community can all be done right down here in a clean space that is going to allow us to reach our community. Our hope is that we can maximize everything that we can do in our current building before we have to do something large, and that's build something grand. But today, I want you to consider giving to this legacy project. Consider partnering with us in this legacy project so that we can be more effective as a church in reaching our community. In 1981, someone had a vision to build the building that we worship in every Sunday. It was a long sanctuary with blue pews, and it sat about 100 people. That's if we squeezed in really tightly. Over the years, we've knocked down walls, we sold the pews, and we replaced it with burgundy chairs. And each Sunday, we get to sit in a chair that most of us didn't pay for. We didn't give to make sure that there's a seat for us to sit in. But somebody did. Somebody had the vision and the forethought of, I'm going to buy a seat for you to sit in. Today, I want us to think about that. What are we doing for the future generations, the future believers that will come to our church and be impacted by Passion Community? Today, I want you to think about more than just today, but I want you to think about a legacy.